Welcome to Runner Tracks, CSUB's Organizational Training and Leadership Series. This module is all about off-campus events. Clubs are allowed to hold events at places other than CSUB, but some CSUB rules still apply. This module will explain the university's disclaimer of liability, expectations of student conduct, adding events to RunnerSync, signing contracts, long-distance travel, and off-campus event insurance. The university's disclaimer of liability states, "The term registered student organization does not mean, nor is it intended to mean, that the organization is a part of or in any way affiliated with the academic program of California State University, Bakersfield. A registered student organization is a private association of students granted the use of certain CSUB facilities and support services. Activities held off campus by registered organizations are not in any way sponsored by, nor affiliated with, California State University, Bakersfield, unless expressly authorized by the Office of Student Involvement." A club is not CSUB's club. It's a student club that operates on the CSUB campus. Most student org activities are covered under university liability while on campus because they're an association of students and the students are covered. And just like any student's activity off campus, the university is not responsible or liable for a club's activities off campus. However, the reverse is not true. Students at CSUB are held to this standard of conduct on or off campus. The university is committed to maintaining a safe and healthy living and learning environment for students, faculty, and staff. Each member of the campus community should choose behaviors that contribute toward this end. Students are expected to be good citizens and to engage in responsible behaviors that reflect well upon their university, to be civil to one another and to others in the campus community, and contribute positively to student and university life. This statement is Section A of Title V, called Campus Community Values. Section B includes a list of 20 actions that are grounds for student discipline, and the majority of these include activities that can take place on or off campus, like hazing, illegal drug use, tampering with university data, plagiarism, misrepresentation, and others. These actions are not automatically acceptable because they happen off campus, and students can be held responsible for those actions regardless of where they take place. If 2 or more officers or 3 or more members of a club are involved in an incident, the club can also be held responsible. All off-campus events should be entered into RunnerSync. They have to go through an approval process including individual approvals by the club president, club advisor, and student organizations coordinator. Because the university is not liable for off-campus events, this approval process is not approving the event itself. It is approving the addition of the event to RunnerSync so it can be advertised and attendance can be tracked. By having the event approved in RunnerSync, it will be visible on the RunnerSync events calendar and can be promoted physically on campus and on social media. Having off-campus events in RunnerSync also allows you to collect RSVP information before the event, track member and student participation for the club's benefit and their own, and it's the best way to collect digital waivers for all events without having to store stacks of signed papers. If a student signs a contract on behalf of a club, that student is the one liable for that contract. Funds to cover the cost of a contract have to come from the club's account. ASI can help fund some travel. Before signing a contract, discuss it with someone from the Office of Student Involvement and your advisor. They can't give legal advice, but they can make suggestions about things to look for. Clubs are allowed to travel outside of the Bakersfield area, but there are additional steps to be taken. Club travel must be authorized just like it would be for a campus department. Meet with the Office of Student Involvement to go over the steps required. Clubs will need to supply a roster of students that will be traveling and an itinerary of activities. A travel authorization request form will need to be submitted. The club will submit their expenses on this form upon its return. Unlike other events where waivers can be signed through Checkpoint, travel waivers must be signed on paper in triplicate, one for the university police, one for the Office of Student Involvement, and one for the student to keep. Although clubs are not part of the university has helped create an insurance program for off-campus club events. The Club Liability Insurance Program, or CLIP, only applies to clubs that have completed chartering, and the event must fall within the club's purpose. If the Geology Club went to the desert to examine rocks, it would be covered. If the Singers Club went for that same purpose, it would not be covered. CLIP doesn't cover all clubs. Sports clubs and fraternity sorority life organizations are not covered. However, because of the statistically high risks associated with fraternities and sororities, the exclusions extend to any club with Greek letters in its name, even honor societies. In cases where travel warrants additional insurance, work with OSI and the Office of Safety, Risk, and Sustainability to arrange for a purchase of insurance. Here are some last thoughts regarding off-campus events. Add all events to RunnerSync. Club presidents, advisors, and the Office of Student Involvement have to approve the event, recognizing that they are aware of the event and it is approved for addition to RunnerSync. That is not the same as approving the event itself. Clubs will be able to track students that participate or attend so they get credit and the club can analyze the data. If required by the university, clubs can collect physical or digital waivers as needed. Clubs can promote the event virtually and physically by linking to the event. This includes collecting RSVP information. Finally, even though the event is off campus, CSUB's student conduct rules still apply. Thank you for watching our RunnerTracks Officer Training and Leadership video for off-campus events. Please return to the RunnerTracks training forum, answer a few questions about this video, and submit the form. If you have questions or want more information, email us at getinvolved@csub.edu, and please watch our other RunnerTracks videos.